Hello and welcome to this virtual tour. My name is Vicky Buckman and I have been the head of Stamford High School for the last 5 years. And I want to start off by telling you a little bit about me, because what brought me here is something that I'm sure will be very attractive to you as well. If you'd said to me 10 years ago, you're going to be in charge of a girls' school in the future, I would have laughed at you, because my experience had all been very much co-educational. I was educated in a co-educational school and I taught in 2 very big co-ed schools as well. And then I came here. And when I came here, one of the parts of the application process was I had to be interviewed by the sixth form. And they spent an hour with me in which I wouldn't let them ask me any questions. I asked them lots of questions. And I went away from that process feeling that the girls that I'd seen were absolutely smashing. They had really taken all the opportunities that the school could give them. They had engaged with everything wholeheartedly, and they were hugely proud of their school. And when I went away, I thought, well, what you see is what you get. These were girls who were motivated, determined, with great plans for the future, and no sense of entitlement whatsoever. I always like to think of our Stamford girls as what you see is what you get. And I went away thinking, that's the sort of school I want to be part of. And so, of course, the rest is history, and here I am leading this great school. And as a head and as a teacher, I am absolutely passionate about outcomes for young people, because our students face a very uncertain world. So we need to make sure that our education, our educational offer, is as broad and as varied as possible, so that the students gain not only fantastic academic qualifications or get the chance to be involved in lots of extracurricular activities, but also the skills that are going to take them forward into the world. So those skills of motivation, of flexibility, of being great problem solvers, as being empathetic, and as well as being very keen to get on and to share their experiences and their skills with others. But don't just take my word for it. Please enjoy the video and watch it repeatedly if you like, but the most important thing is to come and see us, because one of the things that I cannot capture on video, however much I try, is the whole idea of Stamfordian spirit. And it was the thing that really struck me when I first met those girls 6 years ago, was how spirited they were and how determined and how motivated they were. And that Stamfordian spirit is very tangible if you actually come to the school and visit it. So do please get in touch with admissions, come and have a visit, come and see us when we're working, because that's the most important, to make sure that you've seen the relationships between staff and pupils and how the school actually works. Because choosing a secondary school for your daughter is incredibly important. For us, one school year is much like another. But you make that choice just once, and you want to make the right one. So please do come and see us. You are warmly invited to come. We will show you around, and we will show you how much spirit there is within these walls of grey.
Hello, my name's Pippa Bradshaw and I'm this year's head girl at Stamford High School. Today myself, the headmistress Mrs Buckman, and the 2 deputies will be taking you on a virtual tour around our school. I'm now stood in our main assembly hall, where plenty of productions and all of our assemblies take place. The seats are retractable, making for a great performance space for our annual dance showcase. There are 4 main houses at Stamford: Elliot, Cavell, Beale and Anderson. And on my right, we can see the house captain boards of the previous house captains. Over the year, the houses compete in many competitions and things can get quite competitive. Now we're in the main dining hall, a great communal area where the students can come and eat their lunch. There's a great variety of food on offer, from vegan to gluten-free. There's everything here that your child may need.
Behind me is the Atrium, which was opened by Mary Berry herself, the Queen of Baking, in 2014. It's a great extension of the dining hall where sixth formers can eat their lunch, and also there's the opportunity for sixth formers to have tea or coffee at break times.
So you find us now in our art area, and art is a very popular subject throughout the school, and everything that you can see around me has been produced by the pupils themselves. So we start off in years 7 and 8 with some general art, but after that the students are able to choose to follow art as a GCSE and then as an A-level if they wish. And it isn't just painting and drawing. We have all sorts of mediums of art are used, such as three-dimensional modelling, textiles and so on.
Over the road from the main Stamford High School site is the music school, which is what I'm standing in at the moment. So for music, you can take it all throughout the school as a subject or as an independent lesson. And there's also multiple choirs that you can get involved in and orchestras throughout school time. And the classes are very interactive and you have quite a lot of freedom on what instruments you get to play. You now find us in the Arkwright Studio, which is a large performance space, wonderful for performances that happen every year, whether that's a Shakespeare play, a musical which happen every 3 years, and also we've got lower school plays and sixth form plays, so there's lots of opportunities to get involved with. Alongside the Arkwright Studio, we also have the Ancaster Studio, where drama lessons, dance rehearsals and year group assemblies take place. So we're now standing in the biology block at Stamford. So when you're in year 7, science is taken as 3 subjects together. And then when you move on to year 8, it splits up into the 3 sciences of biology, chemistry, physics. And there's different blocks located around the school for each subject. So for biology, we have quite a few animals in the biology block. For example, we've got leopard geckos, turtles and fish for some of them. We have lots of equipment and fully equipped labs, which makes studying sciences at Stamford really enjoyable. We are now standing in the quad at Stamford High School, and this is a great place to be with your friends at break times and lunch times to get a bit of fresh air. It's also great because we've got access to the Burley Park right on our doorstep, which is a big area of green space that we can all enjoy in our free time.
I'm now in Stamford High School's very own food tech rooms. Not only are these facilities great for practical work, but there's also a study room for the theory lessons to take place in. The food rooms are also used for lots of competitions such as House Bake Off, and plenty of after-school clubs also take place here.
I'm currently standing in the sixth form garden, which is a great place again to be outside and get some fresh air. Right behind me is the high school gym, which has lots of equipment for running. There's a rowing machine, or there's quite a few of them, and we've got lots of other equipment that's great for games lessons and PE lessons. Also in the gym, there's a great big space that we can use for games lessons as well, for circuit training, etc. We have lots of facilities at Stamford. For example, just a 5-minute walk down the road, we have the AstroTurf, which is great for hockey in the winter and tennis in the summer. We also have lots of netball courts that's shared with the junior school, which is great for netball and tennis in the summer and spring. We also have access to the SES Memorial Pool, which is just a walk across town, which is a great place to have swimming galas, and there's also a gym which can be used by students across all sites.
And here you find us in design technology, which is a very popular subject for our students. Nationally, there is an award called the Arkwright Scholars, and every year we enter students from this school for the Arkwright Scholar Award. And in the last 5 years, we have had 3 Arkwright Scholars, and those are people who are chosen out of thousands of entries, and these are students who will go on to read design technology or some sort of related discipline at university, and we're very, very proud of them all.
You now find us in the sixth form block, which is where sixth form subjects take place, such as psychology and politics. We also have a sixth form common room, which is amazing to have because if you're not walking between sites, between lessons at sixth form, it's a great place to hang out with your friends, and it's also a very welcoming environment, and it is quite a privilege to have that when you're older, especially something to look forward to when you're going up in the years at school. Thank you so much for watching the virtual tour of Stamford High School. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope that it has been a very insightful and useful video, and hopefully we see you soon.